we are back with another episode of No Matter How You Slice It. Look, we just had the Smack Volume 8 card happen. So I took some notes on that. Very good event, no complaints. Um, yeah, what we had about 6 battles. Let's see, Los. No, that was Chilla, Kid Chaos, Ars Los. Uh, who else we had? JC Serious, Av, B Dot, that's 4, DNA Los 5, and then the main event, right? Yeah, Verb ISO. I think that was 6 battles, right? So I took some notes. Man, I enjoyed the event from top to bottom. I don't think there was a moment that I was bored at all. No complaints, and not that I'm even looking for it like that, but I guess just as just one of the housekeeping items, we like to look at the event as a whole and review how it went down, make sure everything went smooth. But yeah, again, like always, shout out to URL TV and Smack, for giving us years of free content. So definitely, I'm not complaining at all. So if you don't got the app, get the URL TV app, and obviously if you don't catch it there, catch whatever you can on YouTube. But so let's get right into it. The first battle we had was Chilla, Kate. I was about to say JC, Kid Chaos and Chilla, right? This is a great battle. This is a great battle to start off the Smack event. I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, you know what I mean? But I really appreciated the lyricism. Kid Chaos was definitely dominant in this battle, in my opinion. And Chilla definitely had some moments where he was dominating. I mean, round 1, I really gave that to Chilla. Round 1, I feel like he set the tone. And Kid Chaos is always like that. Kid Chaos is he sets the tone in a way that you always think he may not be able to match his opponent, like with him and Jada Nightwing. I thought that battle was like that. But that was a win on both sides. I felt like Nightwing got that one, but that's another story. But Chilla was great in the first round. The second round, I call either way. I feel like that was when Kid Chaos really turned up the fire. He was talking about you as a punchline rapper has made it hard for me as a punchline rapper because you've been so boring. And he had a bar where he was like, so now I got to add all the extra movement and performance just so people don't think that I'm you. That was crazy. He had the room. And, it sounded like a good narrative, It sounded like a good narrative. That could be convincing to some. But I guess at the end of the day, it's just about how you put it together. I mean, obviously Chilla did have that stigma hanging over him for a few years that, everybody felt like he was boring. So he did switch it up. He added some more aggression, his pace quickened up a little bit more. But round 2, man, I mean, y'all can call that either way you want, really. I had Kid Chaos, though. Round 3 could go either way, but I had Chaos in that one, too. With this one, I wasn't really real motivated to write down bars because I wanted to enjoy it real time. And plus, they're coming fast. I don't want to mess nobody bar up by just writing down shed. Just one word, and then, they might see the video like, dog, I ain't say that. I said more than that, right? So I didn't write down bars. This was just to give you a take, right? We got plenty of bar breakdowns that's out here, right? But with the no matter how you slice it, this is not just a judgment of who won, but it's just an MC perspective, because most bloggers just have the bars. They just looking at and that's easy to do when you count punchlines. But if brothers are really putting their rhymes together, you ain't gonna be able to document all that, right? But really, there's no loser in this battle. I felt like Kid Chaos could walk away with this one, but shit, I mean, it wasn't no loss to Chilla. As long as you show up in battle rap these days, you are good. So KC 2-1, right? Next battle was Ars Loso. Now, I was excited for this. I was really excited for this. Now going into it, I wasn't. I was like, why is this happening? But it comes to a certain point where you just gotta put matches together, right? Uh, Man, we got a classic Arsenal, man. I don't care what nobody say. We got a classic Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal versus Official was good. Ours versus Chess was good. Luke Castro. But like this Arsenal, I don't know what the motivation was, but man, I was just glad to see it. I was glad to see it, man. I wanted to say that Loso was outmatched, and I still believe he was, but he still did enough for someone to argue for him. And I'm not mad at that. Um, but I feel like Arsenal clearly got round one. There was a moment in round one where I think Ars had to get mic'd up. I don't know if maybe because of his performance, the wire might have slipped or something. And he walked over to the side while Loso was rapping. And so Loso, he kind of was trying to go through his rhymes, but it made him stop a little bit. Or actually, he made himself stop. He was like, yo, bro, we going to do this. Like, come on, bro. And what was really great about that round was Loso adapted. Loso was like, come on, cameraman, follow me over there. And that was a great move. That is what you do. Veteranism, right? It's on the fly, because you cannot predict the night. It's just like telesales or any other sales, right? There's a script that you have when you're going into it, but the script only has pre-rebuttals. It's not gonna account for every objection, right? So Loso, great work for doing that. But I feel like it did throw him off a little. He adapted, but it wasn't smooth. It was just like, okay, I got it. So, no bad thing. No points taken necessarily, but, Arsenal was smooth. Classic delivery. He wasn't doing the frivolous disrespect bars. I put your daughter head in the blender. All that. Like, he was rapping. He was really, really rapping, right? If you got the app, you'll see it. They're going to drop that soon. But that was round one. Man, round two, man, he came back, man. Arsenal came back, man. He had a lot of creativity in his bars and in his wordplay. He was talking about Mook. He was talking about how Mook is running. He like, give me 100K and I'll box him. He was like, you supposed to be the GOAT, but he had a bar about being the GOAT. And he was like, we supposed to be the ones to show them that we the bad men or something like that to that effect. But it was a nice creative way to flip it, right? And that's really the element that I'm talking about as far as classic Arsenal. Like it didn't feel like another day in the office. It felt like he chose to take Loso serious and like he was genuinely excited for the battle. Man, he had a bar about you can't say nigga even if you say vinegar, and it was the word vinegar, but he stretched it out. I like that quotable. I don't have no complaint with any of Arsenal's rounds. Round two was strong for Loso. He turned up. He felt like he lost that first round. I could tell just because of how he compensated in the second round. Energy was through the roof. His attack points were pretty good. I'm not mad at anything he had to say, but I just don't think he was as effective. Man, sidebar, man. I don't have no problem with a person's personal beliefs, but like that slogan is corny, man. I just what did he say? You spelled the whole route. He said, "I'm just trying to make sure that you don't lose your soul." I mean, all right, man. If that's genuine, but it's just corny. It's just corny, man. It's corny to me personally, man. And I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole anyway. Uh, so round two, I still had Arsenal, but like Loso turned up round two. He felt like he was losing, and his performance went through the roof, and I was not mad at that. Um, round three, I got Arsenal, but man, Los put up a fight, man. I don't have Los really like his stock going down. His stock is still going to stay up because he put on a good performance and he fought. You know, um, people always clowning the Horseman about that Christianity background, man. And it's just because of what I was saying. Like, I mean, how do I say this, right? It's a Europeanized religion, man. That's the easiest way to say it. And like when you jump behind that without acknowledgement of that, people who know that are gonna look at you corny. You know, Loso is Hispanic, right? I don't know I don't know what his true ethnic, but you know, he's not European. You know, and due to history, Arsenal spoke about that in his third though, as a lot of people do with A Ward and with street hymns, like because it's just it's just you gotta do some research, man. Gotta do some research. But I got Arsenal on that battle. Classic Arsenal. Delivery was on point. Showed his veteranism, man. Like performing all around him, just like undeniable, man. Next battle, JC Serious Jones, man. That was a good battle, man. I got Jones clearly, but like JC was good, man. Jones came out the first round. He had a fur coat on, and he had I think he had a derby hat on, and he just like he was rapping like a pimp, and he was saying like I just showed up like this because I'm running with the pimp angle. Y'all keep calling me a pimp, so he had some bars and like it was real creative how he was delivering them. He was saying his bars real easy and smooth like a pimp, and like he kind of went in and out of that bag throughout the first round. He didn't do it too heavy, which was good because I was like, all right, it's gonna wear itself thin if you don't make it entertaining enough. But he did. You know, he addressed the diamond tester thing because he had the little diamond tester prop versus swamp, and that shit didn't work, or at least it didn't work on time. It timed out, whatever. First round, Jones did a lot though. He went like he always does. He gives a complete battle, you know, and I feel like that's the edge that he would have over someone in the class of a JC because Serious Jones, a vet, he been doing this. He been doing this for years. Fight Club circuit, Smack, all that, you know. So he jumped into different flows and patterns and different deliveries in his first round. JC, he was pretty good. I really feel like JC was more commanding in the room the first round. And I think a lot of that comes from JC's control. He has a good vocal projection, a really sharp delivery, but he don't really change it up like a lot. Like he'll just do one line, like and that's a newer, you know, trend of or a style of battling. Like, you know, as long as it's a punch, you know, cats feel like they just do one line, move to the next, set up, one line, move to the next. Like, and that worked in the first round, but I feel like throughout the battle, Serious Jones kind of overpowered him because he gave more of a package with his presentation. Um, Jones starts off the second round with this buku shells. I did buku sales, and you knew it was leading to a new nails punch, and like I thought it was kind of corny because he spent like 10 bars getting to it. Like if you're gonna end on the new nails, like don't start so far away that we see you about to rhyme with that. Like that kind of takes a sting out. You know, if you do it like 2, 4 bars, 6, maybe it'd be like, oh, but like, you know, it was too predictable. But he turned up though. He turned up, and he was making JC look like a little boy, man, just because of the style and like the presence that Serious Jones commands, man. Like again, flipping out of different pockets, man. Just talking about how he came up and what he been through as far as being an established vet, man. And the same conversation that all the top tiers have with JC as far as taking an opponent every week and every other, like. Y'all remember that JC popped up on a flyer. I think it was an event in Milwaukee or something. And the league who actually threw the event, they spelled league wrong on the card. Like, more ammo, right? Second round was good from JC, but I feel like Serious Jones, he again set the tone. And that's what vets do. You know, they don't just reply to your round. They set the tone. And it's like, okay, battle this. You know, Serious Jones did a good job of that. Round three, I feel like Serious got clear. I think he took off. I think he left JC after that. Um, he broke JC down, man. He started styling on him, man. His presence, everything he said in the material and the bars, just the rapid fire delivery going in and out of different pockets. Like Sue Surf says that same thing. Like when you got different gears, and I know exactly what he means because some people rap straight down the line, 4-bar build up punchline, right? But Serious Jones don't do that. Rap a little bit faster, delivery change a little bit. Thought it was great. I can't remember what the percentage was. I think it was 65-35 on the fan vote. But Serious Jones got that, and I'm glad that the fans seen that. I believe it was 65-35. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But Jones got that as he should have. Good battle, though. Good battle. DNA versus King Los. I think this might have been battle of the night. I'm smarter than you. Round one, I had Los personally. DNA was great. DNA, I think ever since, Lou Castro was when he said, I'm going to drop the guns. DNA has been on an upward descent. I think his writing has really, really evolved. And I'm really glad to see that. But like, DNA had a great first round, but I don't think he had the reception that King Los got. King Los had a really, really good reception in the room. The vets were winning tonight, man. Like, all of the cats who were claimed to be, like, old school, like, legends, because people try to throw Serious Jones in that bag. They try to throw King Los in that bag just because he only had this being his third battle, and he's more known for, like, records and industry songs. Like, King Los was real good, real good. I don't have any complaints, man. Round two, I think, was when, it was the political attack. I think round two was when King Los mentioned the Joe Biden ad that DNA and Clips had did, because they and it was a coonery move. It was a real coony move, and everybody knew it. At least everybody who was in the know, right? And I thought it really it really deflated DNA because it just showed it's like you're doing things for the check, right? DNA had a response to that, and he was saying like, well, anybody who was who felt that was a point for King Los should really re-examine themselves, because if you voted for Obama, then you endorsed Joe Biden because Joe Biden was his vice president during 2008. So, I mean, maybe that's a comeback. I mean, it sounds like an adequate comeback, but it's like, that's too blanketed to even be anything that you can come back with. You don't know who all voted for, and then it don't even matter because your opponent is King Los. We don't know if he voted for Obama, so it kind of falls in the water. It kind of falls dead. But great battle on both sides, man. Like, oh man, Los had a vaccine bar. He said something about, oh my God, man. I wish I wrote this one down. It was like, he was like, oh man, he had a setup about DNA. Y'all gonna kill me, right? He said, he was like, okay, good. If you gonna give me the shot, I want to take it. Give it to me today, because after I take the first jab, I want to take the first jab to make sure I get rid of DNA or something like that. But it was a real clever bar. And he also mentioned earlier in his round about how, most of us are supporting all of these companies that don't care about us, but then we're going to run in line and take the shot, And I loved all of that. I loved it, King Los. I was a fan tonight. I probably should have been a lot more documentative, right? But, like, I wanted to enjoy the event, right? And I did. And these joints got a lot of heavy replay. And for real, if y'all want me to, comment in the comment section below and say, go back and review that battle more. Go back and give me some lines on that one. So I wouldn't be mad if someone said DNA won, because DNA was really incredible. But I feel like Los was just more dominant, had better attacks. Uh, they both were just as equally direct, and that is the kind of battle where it's not an easy call. It's not like lopsided, you know. So I got Los. Um, Shoot, I got Los 3-0, but like, you know, that could go either way. So Av and B Dot. This was the only battle on the card that most of us felt like it should not have been a sweep. Um, I do feel like B Dot didn't have trouble with Av. There were some moments that Av had in the battle where it was like, but like that first round, I don't know. It was like B Dot kind of sucked the energy out of everyone. Like, cause like when Av went, I don't know if it was like because of the material, but it was like it just wasn't hitting. Like the audience was not really resonating. Like, I don't know, man. B Dot was fatal, man. B Dot he kind of went different. Like round one, he had a bandana or a wave cap on, and he was just rapping about being a blood and really putting the press game on Av, and you know that kind of looks entertaining because it's like, oh man, he's pulling your card, right? Round one, Av was coming back with some punches, but I don't think it was enough. Maybe, I don't know. And I'm not recommending that Av should have abandoned his punch for punch style and tried to angle. Even though he did have some angles in there. Like it was well included, but I don't know, man. B Dot, man, just was on one, man. Same with the second round. Av turned up a little bit, but like B Dot did more. B Dot did more to me. Like I think like he's just more fatal, and like even if he gets on the topic of being a gang member, like he'll still include some knowledge in his round, right? Uh, he actually had a I think maybe I might have misspoke on King Los because B Dot definitely said something about people running to go get the shot, and I just always appreciate that because there's so many of us that are just, oh, I mean, we gotta do it, right? You know, people just do shit, right? Uh, he was like, I hate battle rap. He's like, y'all, he talked about Coffee and Miss Hustle. I was like, thank you. And he was, this was round 3, I believe. And he was just saying like, you know, all of us celebrating how these two women is going back and forth disrespecting each other, and you know how allegedly there was a bunch of men that showed up to fight Hustle when it was just supposed to be Hustle and Coffee fighting, and he like, you know, we all sitting here celebrating and watching all this shit happen, and yo man, watch it though, watch it because B Dot, Los, y'all say the shit that needs to be said. And B Dot, I feel you. I hear what you said. You said like I hate battle rap, and I understand what you meant. Like, of course, you're gonna feed your family. You know, you're there to take care of your monetary goal. But like, it is though. It's sad. It's sad, yo, where we are. It is. We should not be celebrating like, you know, all this drama and like, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go off on a tangent, right? Uh, B Dot though, I feel like he was way more dominant. I feel like he was dominant. I feel like he was too substantial for those punches to matter. And that does happen a lot. Like, it's all a test of how skilled the warrior is with their weapon. Because depending on the setting and the skill level, any weapon can beat another. You know? Any element can beat another. So, it just depends on how you wield it. I really got B Dot clear, man. Like 3-0. You know? Not like a body. Just 3-0. You know, there were no bodies tonight. But I got beat out 3-0, man. Y'all let me know, man. Av was talking a little bit, but like it wasn't enough and it wasn't quick enough, you know. So, main event. I was not excited when they first talked about this. I was like, why is this happening now? It's way too late. But, man, this battle was the best one. Verb versus Head Ice. I really thought this would be a little bit more of a fight, though. Head Ice was good, but like I don't feel like he was resonating, man. I think like he was resonating more when he battled Av. But this shouldn't be a surprise to us because like Head Ice always been the type of MC to where it's like, you know, most people are just not gonna understand him because he speaks encoded. He has a lot of references that it's like, and then you have to be in a certain awareness to know what he's talking about. Oh, he did show out with his distill. He took something from from Verb, because Verb Battle Lux, he had the distill. He said, "You walk in the battle. What he say? You need your water distill. I walk in the faucet and still hit it like distill." And so Head Ice flipped that. He's like, "Distill, leave you dis." That shit was fire. I was not mad. I was not mad. But real talk, I feel like Verb got all three, man. I am not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, man. It don't have to be a body to be a 3-0. Head Ice did not get bodied. Round two, Verb was snapping. Round two, Ice was snapping. But honestly, I didn't hold on to anything too much memorable. I feel like by round three, he kind of like wasn't hitting with the room. I feel like the room had already kind of decided, like, yeah, we got Verb. Because round 1 and 2 was kind of clear. I feel like Head Ice didn't do enough in those first two to really make it a battle by the third. And we got an excellent A Verb. None of that like syllabic rhyme scheming that doesn't really relate to the opponent. It was like Verb was classic, man. He was saying some shit, man. I got Verb 3-0, man. I'm sorry. Ice, man. I'm always happy to see an Ice battle. Head Ice is never one to throw in the towel or not show up. But, like, I feel like Verb, he was just styling. He was just more potent. His style, his attack was better. But y'all let me know who y'all got, man. Next time, if the battle event is a certain type of, like the Traffic 4, I'm going to do that one. But, like, depending on what kind of styles we got, I might be a little bit more notative because, I know we like the bars, but I'm trying to separate myself from the other platforms because everybody's doing the bars, but no one's really breaking it down from the MC perspective of what's really happening. So, y'all let me know who y'all got on the winners, who you got losing, and why. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if you agree. And we're going to catch up on the next episode.